We've come your way again. This is Seabed and Bunkers Communication Television, and we are reaching you on our YouTube channel. Bid to fulfilling one of its major functions as an association, with its organizing training programs for freight forwarders, the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAFF, in collaboration with the Apapa Customs Command of the Nigerian Customs Service, have trained freight forwarders on the Odogwu operations, which is a new indigenous unified customs management system developed by the Nigeria Customs Service. Seabed and Bunkers Communication Television was at the training. Speaking at the event, which took place at NAGAFF headquarters in Lagos, NAGAFF National President Chief Odogwu Ezize, who was represented by the Chief of Staff to Forwarder OK Neros, spoke with Seabed and Bunkers Communication Television on the training.
I am Forwarder OK Neros, the Chief of Staff to the President of NAGAFF. I am sitting in here for the President for this very wonderful training that we've just had today. Recall that our President is somebody who is very, very passionate about education and training of the young freight forwarders, but is unavoidably absent at this training today. But he's with us here in spirit. And then before this day, there has been a series of complaints from young freight forwarders about the new Odogwu system. Of course, you'll agree with me that Odogwu is the in thing in town as of today. It has come to stay. Customs has migrated from NICES. Customs has migrated from NICES to Odogwu. So now all declarations made are all captured under this Odogwu system. And because of the teething problems that this new system has posed, of course, in life, anything good does not come easy. So being that it's new, and also being that life itself is very dynamic, every day we'll keep advancing. Even technology-wise, advancements keep coming in every day. So the same way Odogwu has come, and it has also come with its challenges. So it was on the strength of that Mr. President, being a very, very good leader, being somebody who is in tune with the operations of the day-to-day operations in the maritime sector, he has seen what freight forwarders are going through, all of the complaints, the huge demorages that importers are incurring. And so Mr. President felt that it's necessary that he brings down the management of the Nigerian Customs Service from Apapa here to come and talk, to come and educate freight forwarders about the processes of this new Odogwu. And I must confess that this training has been very, very rewarding. It's been very, very fruitful. It has really opened our eyes to a whole lot that we never knew before now. You see, and then Mr. President has also promised that he's going to make this training a very constant one, so that periodically we'll bring in this technical team to come down here in Nagas village to speak and to educate freight forwarders about the latest trends of the Odogwu.
He also applauded the customs for upgrading the trade portal before suggesting ways the service can make it much more better than it is.
It's been wonderful. It's been very fruitful, like I said. Most people, you can see how happy the freight forwarders are leaving the hall today after the training. Even from the barrage of questions that were thrown at the officers and how well these questions were answered. And then, in fact, they really brought them home. They brought home the message. There's nothing like, it's not enough to read them theoretically from the books. It's good that we've heard from them. They've really educated us on all those gray areas, all those areas that we had challenges with. They've really brought them home and zeroed it down to the knowledge and understanding of everybody. So I think the training has been, we are really enriched, and we're really blessed to have had this training today. In the area of public enlightenment, this message should go round. You see, now that we have been trained, It's now left for us to also go out there and then train other freight forwarders and also train the importers who are the major declarants here, because they have some role to play from the trader zone before it gets down to our own zone here. So,
Lecturer, Chief Superintendent of Customs, TS, Apapa Area Command, A.E. Ibrahim, also spoke.
You see that user registered successfully. So this means that a confirmation mail will be sent to your email. So once you check your email, you are going to see a mail that to confirm that yes, you are the one that initiated registration from the Odogwu portal. Now once you click on that confirmation mail, it will show you that the confirmation is successful. Then the next thing is a password will be sent to your email again. Then you can use that password to log into the Odogwu system, and you can go ahead to create your Form M and your PA. So let me try to log in with it. If you are done with Form M, you see a button that says Submit. So once you click on that Submit, the status is now submitted. Okay. So now, let's assume the bank is Zenith Bank. Now in that Zenith Bank, we have two roles in that Zenith Bank. The junior ADB role and the senior ADB role. So now, once you submit, the first thing that will happen is the junior ADB will see that Form M you submitted. So he will recommend for the senior ADB in the same bank. So once he recommends, he will see a button to click, recommend. That means everything is intact. So once he click on that button, recommend, the status now changes to recommended. Now, that same bank, Zenith Bank, assuming, the senior ADB will now see that all those recommended Form M's for him. So he will click on, if everything is okay, he click on validate. Then the status will now change to validated. Yes, sir.
Member of the team, Assistant Controller Fanyam from Apapa Customs Command of the service, while interacting with freight forwarders during the training, shed more light on some of the technicalities in Odogwu.
Yes, the status you are seeing, it should concern you that until you see register, that Form M is not ready for you to capture. That is what it means. When it's validated, the bank has done their part. It's now in PA ruling center. And once it's registered, if you not capture, do you expect it to change to SGT process? No, it will be there. The PA will be registered and remain registered until you capture an SGT, puncture SGT, and utilize the PA. Then the status will change to SGT process.
okay, sorry if I got you right. Once we see registered, it means
The PA is issued.
all right. Okay.
Other participants spoke on their take-home from the training.
My name is Ebere Chukwu. I am the CEO of Double AB Resources Agency, a platform whereby you can be able to assess your job, assess your declaration yourself without any hitch. That I've been able to, gain more knowledge added to the one I have before.
Ibe Peter, a freight forwarder of about 30 years plus. The Odogwu system, I quite appreciate the effort. It's from what I have observed, is an interactive system that is meant to eliminate most of the bottlenecks, and it's also a plus to to trade facilitation from all indication, because this, for the first time, we have a system that is meant to interact with the importer and every other stakeholder in the system. The nicest came with, though well thought out, but then it came with some challenges. And most of those challenges have been taken care of by the Odogwu system. To understand that custom is just a participant. Everything comes from the CBN. CBN plays, the Odogwu system gives the CBN more responsibility now, prior to what was obtainable before now.
The service has promised that the training is not just one-off training, but it's going to be a continuous thing, as at when necessary. We want to thank you for joining Seabed and Bunkers Communication Television. We have more for you. Stay tuned. We'll come your way again with another top story.